Balzer and Bray, Quill Tree Books, and Harper Audio present Here's to Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera, performed by Noah Galvin and Froy Gutierrez.
Part 1. Clear the slate and start over. Chapter 1. Ben. Saturday, May 16th. What if we do? This question lives in my head whenever I think about him. I feel like I've been lost for a long time, like a box with its shipping label torn off and wrote. But I think someone's finally found me. He's cut through the box's heavy duct tape seal and cracked it open. And there's light and air, good morning texts and sleepovers, and Spanish and kisses. Mario Colon. Right before I entered the train station, Mario texted me a photo of himself in the dentist's chair. He's wearing a white t-shirt with denim overalls, one strap hanging loose, like the Puerto Rican Super Mario reboot this world deserves. His olive skin is smooth because he apparently doesn't grow any body hair, which bums him out sometimes because he thinks he would look great with Lin-Manuel Miranda's beard. His dark hair is curly, and that bright office light is really catching the glow in his hazel eyes. His tongue is hanging out from the corner of his lips. And even when he's being silly, it makes me want to kiss him. Like that first time when we were working together on our creative writing homework. And the 50 other times since then. I self-consciously swipe through to the photo I sent him in response. I usually take a dozen selfies before I feel one is Mario-worthy since he's clearly out of my league. But I had to be quick when my train was pulling up. I angled the phone above me, making sure the t-shirt he made me was visible. For his high school graduation, Mario's parents gave him a t-shirt printer because he wanted to add some flavor to his clothes. Last week, he surprised me with the Wicked Wizard War shirts that have the same lettering from the cover Samantha created for me to use on Wattpad. The t-shirt was such a thoughtful gift. It even has me judging myself in my photos a lot less than I normally would. Mario and I met at the beginning of freshman year in our creative writing class, and at first, I was sure he'd turn out to be a very serious fiction writer or an amazing slam poet. Neither. Mario is a screenwriter who's been writing scripts since he was 11 years old, often getting in trouble in middle school for formatting his homework assignments like a TV episode. He was the first person after my ex, Arthur, I zeroed in on. I would notice when he wouldn't come to class. I'd admire how he pulls off overalls, and I really liked the turtlenecks he wore during winter. And he was confident about his work in a way that I couldn't wrap my head around. Always proud, but also never cocky. At the time, there were still too many what-ifs in my head about Arthur for me to even try to get close to him. Now the what-ifs are about Mario. What if we become official boyfriends instead of just friends who kiss and hang out? I'm headed to Central Park to catch up with my best friend Dylan and his girlfriend Samantha. It's my first time seeing them in person since the holidays, since they didn't come home from school for spring break. We were supposed to have a game night yesterday, but Dylan claims he was feeling extremely jet-lagged, even though there's only a 1-hour difference between Chicago and New York. I let it go because Dylan has always been dramatic that way. I spend the rest of the train ride jotting down ideas in my pocket-sized notebook for an upcoming chapter of my fantasy novel, The Wicked Wizard War. I finished drafting the book ages ago, but it became clear that my story was all over the place. Too many exciting moments were being reserved for sequels that may never happen, and all the characters inspired by my friends and ex-boyfriends needed to be more fully developed and accessible to people outside my circle. My forever mood. Writing is hard. Mario once asked me if there's anything I've ever wanted to do besides writing. Writing is the only thing I'm good at.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?